Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episodes 36 to 40. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 36, Sick Days. And this one is not bad. So, not sure what type of sickness it is, but Brock becomes unwell and is unable to attend to his usual duties, being the caregiver and, well, being the cook. So for Ash and Misty, they have to do both, and sadly none are very good at it. And yes, there's a similar episode like this in Season 11, where it's kind of reversal. Instead of Brock being sick, it's one of the Pokemon, and, well, you know how it goes. This one is also not about setup. For one, Ash and Misty instantly get into it, and this is what I like about them. They very care much for Brock, and, well, they try their best. Sadly, it doesn't work, but especially when it's cooking, and it does add to a funny bit later. Misty tries to cook up some soup, and while Ash hates it, Brock hates it, even Jason Meowth hates it, Jessie surprisingly likes it. And honestly, that is damn funny. I mean, Jessie, being the girly girl, you know, all about the looks, kind of likes something that everybody else hates. I found it a little chuckle. I do like Brock's little dream sequences as he, well, does what any growing boy at his age. Pining for the ladies, but it keeps ending in him falling down a black hole. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And I do like that his Pokemon are there by his side, making sure that he's okay. Nice lore too, you know? Oh, and Golbat is still here. So yeah, I thought the episode setup was done okay. Team Rocket does the usual shtick. Who honestly cares at this point? Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 37, Ringmasters. And this one is actually a fun episode. So it turns out there's a sumo wrestling competition, and, well, a Pokemon has to be at least over 300 pounds in order to enter. Ash has none of those Pokemon, except Snorlax. Yeah, Ash decides to finally bring his Snorlax in for an episode, and Snorlax is damn funny. I mean, as soon as it hears the word food, Snorlax is definitely in. And I also like the scheme that Team Rocket tries to pull. A little chuckle-worthy. They dress Wobbuffet as a milk tank. Yeah, you really think that was going to work? And not surprisingly, it doesn't work. Not only do they win the fight, they get disqualified for cheating. Yeah, how did that exactly go again? And I also like Raiden, and no relation to the Mortal Kombat character of the same name, and his Feraligatr, which is the final form of Totodile. Honestly, the fight between Feraligatr and Snorlax is actually pretty fun. I mean, Snorlax up to this point just literally used his body weight to knock out the opponents out of the ring with just the body weight. I'm not kidding. That's how all of Snorlax's battles went until the final round. And I like it's so damn funny. And this one actually has a pretty decent pace to it. And it ends on a very funny note when not only does Ash win the fight, Snorlax eats all of the year's supply with a Pokemon food. All in one gulp. That's Snorlax for you. After Snorlax is full, sleep. So yeah, I found this one to be pretty fun. It has a pretty funny setup. Team Rocket's scheme, well, not exactly in the fair game. They tried. Failed miserably, they tried. And Snorlax's whole character is great here. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 38, the Spokesman. And I found this one to be actually pretty good. So Ash, Brock, and Misty come across a passerby who happens to be a Pokemon interpreter. Yeah, I'm putting that in quotes because that's the entirety of this episode's plot. As it turns out, Pikachu needs to be checked out of the Pokemon Center. And surprisingly, Pikachu understands him. Yeah, it turns out this guy can't actually speak the Pokemon's language. And we get a pretty decent setup, as it turns out this guy, named Simon, is actually getting a tag on his back by the police. For they think he's the one scamming people out of their money. For it turns out someone else is also a Pokemon interpreter, but is pretty bad at it. And Simon's whole character is honestly not bad. He wants to be, well, the representative that does it right, but also he feels like there's no way to prove himself that he's indeed the real deal. It's something kind of sad, really. But I'm glad they don't make him the obvious bad guy. Thank God for that. The villain himself is alright. A bit the cartoony side of, well, being who he is. And yeah, it's alright. But the scene where Simon tries to tell the scam artists Magnemite and Magneton to not attack is honestly a pretty intense scene where he tries to get the Pokemon to understand on the emotional side, and it surprisingly works. So yeah, the guy is the real deal. Now I'll say kind of like his backstory, how he done all this. Was it all a dream? Was it real? Who honestly knows? But it made him a better person. And I cannot believe without a doubt, it honestly ends on a pretty well comedic, but also kind of a sweet note. Team Rocket's messed in all this, of course, but in a rather sweet scene, Meowth goes up to Simon and talks normally. And Simon thinks that he's not actually hallucinating. He thinks that, well, Meowth is talking in perfect English. And props to Meowth for not only giving this guy hope, but also lightening up his spirits in a comedic yet pretty sweet way. Team Rocket may be evil, but there are times where they're legit sympathetic people. And this is one of those rare moments where I legit like them. Meowth just went out of his way to be nice to the guy. No reward. No interior motives. Just doing it just because. And I like that. So yeah, I found the episode to be pretty decent. Simon's a good one-off character. The ending is so damn sweet. And the scene where he talks down to the Magnemite and Magneton is honestly really nice for the character. I just wish the villain was a lot more interesting. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 39, Control Freak. I kind of like how stupid the setup is, but I like that it takes advantage of how silly it is. So Ash, Brock, and Misty come across I think, archaeologist that is trying to find the special helmet that allows you to actually control people. And it has a special staff that allows you to not just, control people, control Pokemon. And yeah, Team Rocket takes advantage of it, as you do, and in a surprising twist, they're the ones that find it first. And I do like that Jessie that is the one that takes control of it. And props to Jessie for taking advantage of it in the most over-the-top way. And it's kind of intense as she controls Pikachu to attack Ash. I'm like, jeez, Team Rocket might actually be competent here. They take advantage of what they have. But of course, there's always a limit. Yeah, how did Rumpelstiltskin prove it? Magic always has a price. Yeah, it turns out you have to stay within the parchments of the building in order to use it completely. But apart from that, you can't move outside the barrier. Well, I do like that, and again, Golbat is here, who evolves into Crobat. The middle of it is just whatever. The story is very muddled, and again, this could have been something that could be, well, somewhat interesting. But the way Team Rocket takes advantage of it is pretty sweet. Especially Jessie, So yeah, it's an okay setup, but I just wish the story had more substance. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 4, Episode 40, The Art of Pokemon. This one is whatever. So Ash, Brock, and Misty come across into this town where apparently there is art everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. And it turns out these Pokemon names Smeragle, and no copyright on Smeagol. It's hard to pronounce these Pokemon's names without accidentally pronouncing it as Smeagol. Let me know down in the comments how you pronounce this Pokemon's name. It's hard to remember. Smeagol. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it that. Unlike these are literal art Pokemon. I mean, they have paint on their tails, so it's honestly kind of unique. And it turns out they have artistic styles. Turns out they're terrorizing the town with these damn dolls. Yeah, I have sympathy for the trainer, but maybe can you take it somewhere else where you're not destroying other people's property? But the usual Team Rocket scheme throws it in there. They want to steal it for art exhibits. And while Jessie's pictures are flown away at the end of the episode, it just adds nothing, really. So yeah, it's just a whatever episode. Nothing too special. Again, the Smeragle, somewhat unique. Something original at least, but it's just whatever to me. It's just whatever. And that's the end of the video, folks. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment, subscribe, and I hope you got more videos like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I'll be looking at Pokemon Season 4, episodes 41 to 45. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.